Even just like the iconic red clay of Cosmo Canyon just makes the exploration better. Like you could argue once again, like a lot of areas we've been in have been quite mountainous and like lots of rocks. But I don't know, man. It's just like something about this place is still significantly just super cool looking. And those are almost like, what is that place? Doesn't look connected to the main part. There's a lot to see around here, for sure. The game just is a gift that keeps on giving, man. It looks like at this rate we're going to be playing this until 2025. It's literally, Elden Ring is the thing that it reminds me most of. Elden Ring was also the game where I thought 60, 70 hours top. Yes, it's open world, but like, how much could it be?
Behold Cosmo Canyon, a sacred sanctuary where the planet's greatest minds gather.
It's beautiful. More than I ever imagined. Come on, let's pick up the pace. I can hear it calling my name.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, Elden Ring was the game where I thought like surely 60, 70, 80 hours tops, and then end up playing for 150. And it took like 11 months or something to upload on the channel, like 9 months, I forget how long. It was just absolutely stupidly big, that game. But hey, that's how it goes. It's made me have to delay recording Sekiro because I just don't want to start recording Sekiro while I'm still trying to play all this stuff. And so we'll just have to see. They needed like time of day settings and stuff. Really nice. And yeah, this game's the same. Again, I knew, okay, open world, this, that, the other, but I thought surely it wouldn't rope me into the mini games this much, and it wouldn't have this much exploration and stuff, and I'd be done like 50, 60 hours tops. And then I can kind of just do other stuff and do some post game, and you know, it might still end up being like a super long series, but at least the story portion would be probably like 80, 90, 100 episodes tops. But completely just overshot my expectations there. And we're pushing 60 hours. We still have a lot to do. So yeah, I've literally never played anything like this for Final Fantasy before. But hey, as long as I'm enjoying it, and hopefully as long as you guys are enjoying it, that's what matters. And as we get into Cosmo Canyon, hopefully the enjoyment will increase even further. One of the best places in the entire game, in my opinion. Here we go. Silence for the theme.
Hey, guys! It's me! I'm back!
Huh?
Nanaki? I can't believe it! It really is you! We were so worried! Welcome home!
Whoa!
Now, why don't you go pay your respects to fellow Bugenhagen? Come on! You can let them through. They're good people. I promise. After all, they're the reason I'm here.
What in the hell was that? Hey guys, it's me! Who?
He's such a softie.
Real quick, gotta check something. An airship dropped these on us this morning. Wanted posters of the terrorists who bombed those reactors. Huh. But I think we can say you had nothing to do with all that. Even if Nanaki hadn't vouched for you, it's obvious. Welcome to the Sanctum of Planetology, Cosmo Canyon.
We made it! We finally made it! on, man. This is it. Like this is why people want these remakes. Like the magic of Cosmo Canyon, to relive it in a whole new way. Such a special place, man. Really enjoying it. And well, the voice change was very jarring, but Red obviously historically never had a voice, so we never really got to realize anything like that would have potentially happened. So I do wonder if it's the same voice actor showing range there, or is it two different voice actors? But fair play. Man, I'm so happy to be here. It's literally, I think, the #1 place I was looking forward to the most.
Poster? Pictures look nothing like us.
Must be that way for a reason.
Gotta keep on our toes.
Always watching. Can't be beat. No, sir.
Again, just like the sheer amount of detail. Like, think of everything we've played and seen so far, and still, like these areas.
To nurture your spirit is to nurture the spirit of the planet. And so, I implore you, brothers and sisters, do not neglect your studies, nor your
Just
prayers.
insane. It's just insane. I'm sorry. It's crazy. It's exceeded my expectations by just such a crazy amount. In terms of this stuff especially. Just wild. Unbelievable.
We've got plumes, furs, and stones. All of the items we offer are handcrafted.
Well now, called here by the planet.
Where's Poog?
Yes, actually. Hey, is Fella Bugenhagen gonna come down today?
Yeah. Because it's such a new and special, awesome area, like I'm going to enjoy spending time here. I think it'll take a while before, even like for exploration and side quest stuff, it'll take a while before the novelty wears off. The Sildra Inn. Yeah, okay. But let's have a look around first.
The festival this evening may be of interest.
Just another one of those godlike themes from Uematsu that it's just immortal, this theme. It's such a beautiful piece of music. And well, I do hope that we're here for like the sunset like section as well. This place is going to look so nice in the sunset. Just the sheer scale. Look at it. Spectacular. Oh man. Yeah, I mean for a game that we've been playing for so long, the fact that it's still delivering, like I'm at least, you know, still being wowed and impressed by things 60 hours into it. There just really aren't that many games that can do it at that level. And so again, the review scores to me, it's like, how can you count them out? Yes, it has its issues like every game. I've literally been seeing some of them, especially since I got to Gongaga. I started feeling some of them a bit more, but overall, man, like, yeah, okay, you can dock like half a point. Maybe a full point, depending on how much it's affecting you, but like that sort of 9 to 9.5 region, for me, it seems pretty apt so far. Just a wonderful, wonderful piece of just like, I don't know, like even like game preservation, history preservation, you know. The fact that these places exist in this way.
I'm afraid I can't let you past.
Now, some of that will be kind of... there could be some shadow on that if they end up really just screwing up the story potentially. But now at least I have to still assume that no matter what happens, it'll be a good story. Because it has been so far. Okay, so I've had an initial kind of wander around. I think I'm going to just sort of get to Bugenhagen first.
The trees from which it sprouts.
Got to have that reunion.
Birds which nestle
I don't know if they're in the Sildra Inn. I guess so. I mean, I would love to come here as a tourist, man. Flipping out. say? I'm not going to burn your ears with the piano playing right now. I will though. I've started to get a little bit better, at least I can get some A grades now. With a little more practice, I think.
So the concert at the
Could be decent. I'll put on a performance for you guys yet, don't worry. Yeah, not quite sure. They want me to go up this bit maybe? Yeah. Interior shop. Anything interesting? This is...
Hey, what's up? You a customer?
I think this was the place you could first buy HP up material. Disempowerment. Oh. And that's big. I basically want one for everyone. I have every other piece of materia here. Warding materia. Any blue materia that's sold, I respect that. I mean, that's good. Revival materia. I did not realize that they were selling more of those. Yes. Alright, very good.
Oh, and please come again.
A materia shop that's actually useful. They've not been all that in the game. Again, like so much stuff has been overtaken. Like when you add Chadley and the item transmuting together, they kind of negate a lot of the shops.
Well, I've seen worse. Congrats. You're welcome to shop here.
It makes a change when everyone's simping over him for once. Did I miss this one? I guess I must have. Cool.
Don't you dare use my weapons for anything unsavory.
Can't promise that, lady.
Easy to think these caves formed naturally.
Right, Magnata books. No need for that. Keep going. With so many different ones of these, maybe there's something good here.
Only the best classic canyon medicines. Did you find everything you were looking for?
Go on, take a look around.
Yeah, nothing of interest here.
Thanks. Hope to see you again soon.
With Cosmo salt, you can add a dash
Cosmo
of the
salt.
planet's grace and deliciousness. Do anything you like.
I'm so used to his original voice though, like it doesn't sound right, the other one.
I was born and raised here, in this canyon. I was to become a watcher of the veil like those before me, until I was taken by Shinra. Now that I'm home and have repaid my debt to you, I plan to serve my village once more. I appreciate all that you've done for me. Thank you.
We're really gonna miss you, Red.
Oh, don't say that. You're only making this harder. I mean, I wish we had more time, but this is my duty.
I suppose it was your duty to act the old man.
I wanted you to treat me as an equal, not a dog.
Yeah.
Is that you, my boy?
Coming!
So, was that goodbye?
Nah, I'm sure we'll see him around the canyon. The real question is, why'd we come here? To learn the secrets of planetology. Come on!
Can't forget that materia.
As for me, that'll do. I'm gonna steal some shut-eye, if you don't mind.
Then we can see the sights.
Alright, sure thing. It's interesting that Kate Sith basically kind of, because he is sort of Shinra's eyes and ears to some extent as well, he doesn't come along. I don't know if you remember if he's going to be there for the scenes when they talk about everything to do with the planet. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, I do like the Red, you know, said I wanted you guys to treat me as an equal, not as a dog. And for me, like, it's just weird. Like, for me, he always has been, like, equal is a difficult word. Like, equal in terms of respect and kind of inclusion as a party member and all of that kind of stuff. Obviously, he's not human the same way that Cloud and the rest of the gang are, but, well, sans Kate Sith. But for me, he always has been. Like, he's never, like, I don't know, it's always just, it's been a thing for me. That's why I struggled so hard at the start of the game, when there was so much, like, you know, dog stuff and just joking about him just being some pet dog thing, and no one backed him up at all. Like, no one said, like, no, he's our friend, or, you know, he's more than that, or anything like that. No one basically defended him at all. And well, you saw that, you knew that Red didn't see himself that way, and I never did, from my experience of the game and the story. So yeah, it's kind of nice to see it like that. But yes, of course, he's in that sort of very kind of middle zone where, yeah, obviously, you know, because of his biology, he does have very kind of typical canine cat dog pet like tendencies and whatever, but there's obviously something very special and different about him as well, and he's been a part of this journey too. So I did get to thinking, I was like, you know what, we still have Sid to come in the story, so we've met him, but well, ordinarily he's supposed to be a party member later, and then we also have Vincent. And I'm like, are we really going to have that many characters? Like, is that 9 in total if we have all of them? And I'm wondering, in the original, if there's one thing that is maybe a little bit weaker about Final Fantasy VII, potentially, is that some character stories kind of end around midway, and then they're not that significant. They kind of tag along for the rest of it. And some of them have underdeveloped stories in the first place a little bit because they join so much later on, and it's this kind of weird mix. And so I wondered, are they going to basically, for the remake, are they going to let Red go from the story? And so for the final game, we're going to kind of lose Red. He's going to come back to the village permanently. And we're going to have, let's say, Sid and Vincent are going to join. But potentially Kate Sith and Red are going to be gone, so that we can have some kind of balance in the team. And not literally have like 9 people at the same time kind of exploring. So it's interesting to see, and that might be something that's a bit different, because in the OG you can basically take them through to the end. But we'll just have to see.
Our bodies, our minds.
Feel the energy all around you. It rides the winds across our planet, singing.
It's very dense, this place.
At the dawn of life, as newborn souls.
The cards may serve as a clue.
But just the music alone is just to die for. It's so good.
The bond between us and the planet deepens on the night of the River of Lights.
Yeah, I mean, it really seems to me like they've done this place justice
Lift your
as well.
gaze to the heavens.
Ah, big boy.
Watch as the clouds.
A lot of folks downplay the planet's peril, but if they saw the weapons up close like we did, they'd have no choice but to acknowledge how bad it really is. Folks around here, though, they get it. They want what's best for our planet. You can see it in their eyes. Wonder if it ain't too late to recruit them to Avalanche.
Yeah, so no character bonding stuff going on here. So we keep going. We'll follow Red. Gotta see Boog and learn about the planet.
Tell me, is it better to spread the teachings of planetology?
One of the most, again, oh,
By unlocking this knowledge, it allows us to heighten our spiritual potency.
yeah, Dr. Gast, important figure in the lore of the game. Ah, yes.
Fancy running into you here. Say, how about I get a shot of you giving thanks to the planet?
It's the Aerith pose.
The canyon's also famous for its unparalleled view of the starry night sky. I made sure to bring all my night photography equipment along. Can't sleep until I've got the perfect starlit shot. Just let me know if you find any good photo spots.
Cannot wait for that.
Within you. A planet's thoughts and memories. By unlocking this knowledge, it allows us to heighten our spiritual potency. I invite you to do so now. Set free the secrets within and lift yourselves higher.
Nice and quiet up here.
Ah, not so fast. Sorry, but visitors aren't allowed in here. You see, this is where we keep all our valuables.
That's the big material room. This is a nice chilling spot, bloody hell. Look at this. We are high up. There they are! Yes!
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Nanaki. My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our Vale and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Nanaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around.
Don't mind if I do. Just big smiles on my face throughout those scenes. Bugenhagen. What an absolute legend. Wow, looks like Dumbledore studied for a second. Wow. Super cool.
Have my devices piqued your curiosity? They are essential to my studies of the planet.
Wow. This version of the theme as well. I thought we could chat to Tifa about something.
Warm welcome to you, friends of Nanaki.
Thank you. Gonna have a quick look.
I never thought you could become even more enchanting. And yet, it's like you're singing to me of the planet's wisdom. Don't you worry.
While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
Thank you, Boo. Oh man, too good.
No. Those devices are testing the pull of gravity.
He's so like, he's got that really nice kindly energy that it was always kind of conveyed in the OG anyway, but I think they've really nailed it. I think that's just why it's such a nice sort of the way that they've done it. So many of the OGs are still there. Even if they're not direct in the game anymore, I think they have enough influence that they just know what the vision is, they know what they intended to create. And the transition that so many of these characters have made from just being these kind of, you know, the models that we had in PlayStation 1 and just being text only, all that kind of stuff. So few of the characters just feel off to me. Like they feel like they are exactly what I thought they would be, and yeah, testament to the developers for how well they've done on that. But it's not a surprise to me, but it's just I'm so glad that for so many of the characters I really feel like they've definitely nailed it.
That records fluctuations in various energies. I must ask that you handle it with care. It's a rather delicate device, you see.
Yeah, so we had Tomes in Final Fantasy 16 who I adored. I thought he was awesome. Now we have Bugenhagen. I mean, Bugenhagen is like the OG old man lawsman of the world. And yeah, Tomes has been my favorite lawsman so far, and I think Bugenhagen is going to be hard for him to beat him because he comes into the story in chapter 10, but still one of the most legendary NPCs of the franchise in my opinion.
That's a scale model of our planet and the surrounding stars. One could say the dust it's collected represents the people who live upon it.
Yeah, surprised we can't have a little chit-chat with Aerith or Tifa. But let's head up.
Nanaki never had much exposure to the outside world. I can only hope his travels with you have served to enlighten him.
Is there anywhere else left? Yeah, I think we can start to head up now, potentially. Sorry. Wow, what a great location though. Look at this place. Awesome. Really awesome.
We've all been worried sick about Nanaki, fellow Bugenhagen chiefly among us.
Seems quite cheery.
Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what this game in general has just been very, very good at. Especially once the story kicks in as well. Like any kind of deficiencies, I think, or things you don't enjoy as much about the non-main story parts. For me, at least, in my mind, they kind of melt away when I get back into the story. And I think that's a powerful thing for the game to be able to do.
That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now. Let's not be hasty. I'll show you that room later.
I thought that's more likely to be the next point than going even higher, but sure.
That right there is a type of a current generator. It harnesses the power of the wind to produce new airflows of its own. Perhaps you've encountered them before during your travels.
I'd love to know what materia it is that he's just floating around on. Obviously, it could be some kind of special gravity material or something. But we go. Where the magic happens.